Hi, welcome back to part 2 of how to make your own flagstones. And I'm using them here as an entrance to the door. But you could also make a small patio. If you wanted to do a small little patio area or even a large patio area, you could do it this way. Because when I'm finished, these will look like flagstones and I will have them painted as flagstones would have been. But few little things I'm going to tell you up to now. What have I actually done up to now? Well, I filled the casing. I have the casing filled. But I've also, if you can see in there, I have a white board. And the purpose of that is that will take the boot scraper. When that board is removed tomorrow or the following day, the boot scraper will sit snugly in there. It won't be rattling, shaking all over the place. So that's a great addition. So that's going to go in there. Now, another important thing I have is I have a slope out. Because the last thing you want is a slope in towards the door, which will hold water. So I have a slope out of, I'd say it's a half an inch or so. Just check that. Yes. Yeah, I have a slope out of a half an inch, so that's fine. Now, what do I do next? Well, I've let it set now for maybe 2 hours. And it depends on the conditions you're in and the temperatures you're in. But what you're looking for is a consistency where you can push your finger into it maybe a half an inch quite easily. You're looking for that consistency because remember, you're going to try and move the surface of this. You're going to try and make indentations and shapes in it. So I've done that. Now I want to bring some of the juices up, some of the body of this concrete up, which is the real cement. I want to bring it near the top so it makes it a lot stronger and makes it take the shape, and I'm going to give it easier. So what do I use? Well, I use a float, what's called a float. Now if you haven't got one of these, it's very easy to make it. You get a piece of wood, maybe a piece 6x1, and screw on a handle onto it. It doesn't have to have a hollow for your hand. It can be a piece flat, and just work it like that. Maybe get a bit of sandpaper and just round off the edges. It'll just help it run across the surface easier. So what I do now is I bring that over the top like this, just back and over, and as you can see, it's getting shinier. What's happening now is the juices, as I say, are coming to the top. The good stuff, the good cement is coming to the top. Just go all over like that, making sure it's all into the edges. Yeah, that's good now. Now I have also left a piece out in here. I'll show you later on when I move the camera. I've left a piece out where I haven't put any concrete at all. And the reason for that is I want to grow a rose. I want to plant a rose in there so it rambles up the wall over the arbor in the top and creates a lovely scent that will waft in the half door. So just keep going like that. Just get that. You don't have to go too long. Just once the body, once you see the liquid coming to the top. Now the next tool you use is a smoothing trowel. This is for plastering concrete, a skim coat, whatever, but it's basically just a piece of steel with a handle. So you go over it with that. Now this is going to make a big shine. If you look, I'll just do a piece here. As you can see, look at the shine that's making. That's beautiful. And back here, now, by doing this, as I say, I'm bringing the juices to the top of the concrete. And out here, that's lovely. And out here, now, okay, that's ready. Now we want to create the little bumps, the little imperfections in it. So what do we use for that? We use a simple refuse bag or a bin bag, whatever you want to call it. Just scrunch it up and take it in your hand and just quite firmly, just press in. Don't be repetitive. Don't be bang, 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 or you'll have 3 holes. You go different stroke, move it differently. You can slide your hand a little bit back and over just to create different shapes. And believe it or not, this will be fantastic when it sets because it will have this shape that you put into it. All I'm doing is just pressing with my hand all the way along. Yeah, this is looking good. This is looking very good. You don't want to make them too high. Don't push it too much to make them too high, because the last thing you want is to make an edge that someone will fall on, someone will trip on. You know, just enough that they're noticeable. Just enough that they're noticeable. As I say, just slide your hand forward, or twist your hand a different way, just to give it all different shapes. I'll bring the camera nearer just to show you in a minute what it looks like. Back think it's quite good. Yeah, that's looking really good now. That's looking really good. I'm just going to take a different piece of the bag and go again. Yes, this is good. Just doing along the edge now. Yeah, I think that's okay now. I think I'll leave well enough alone. You know, you could keep doing this. You could keep doing it and doing it. And, you know, sometimes less is more. It's better to settle for that. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to mark out the size of the flagstones. It's not going to be one big flagstone. It's going to be a number of flagstones. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my timber. It's cut to size, so it fits in between the two walls. And I'm going to leave that in maybe half the distance. Maybe half the distance. And what I'm trying to do here is I just want to make an indentation in the cement. Just somewhere that when I go to paint this tomorrow, that there is somewhere to grip, that the cement that I'm painting will go in this channel that I've made, and it will help it stick better. You know, you could try stick it on top, but I think if you have a little channel made, it will hold better. So just go in. You don't have to be using measurements here now, because these are flagstones. They will be all different sizes. Just use your eye. Just use your eye. So I'm going to press down on that now, and I'm going to just run along it. Yeah, with my trowel. Just run along it. That's perfect. That's perfect. Now, just lift that. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Now, we'll make one here. Again, run along it. Yeah, there's a nice groove in there now. That's good. Now we'll make one here. I'll sit it here now. I don't want to take the line off. I will show you this, what it looks like from above in a second. Okay, that's that one. And maybe, yes. That is going to look fabulous. That's going to look really good. We put one across here now. Just sit this in here and step in. This is good, yeah. Just making sure not to let it slide. Just turn around and do the other side. Okay, do I need to do another one? I don't think so. No, I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I do. I'm just going to touch up with the bag a little bit now where I let the lat sit a little bit on it, where I let the lat on the concrete. Just soften that edge a little bit. Now, I think I can show you what I've done. I would advise wearing gloves because cement is very acidic. There you go. You can see the lines are made for the size of the slabs, and you can see the indentations in the cement. You can see it's bumpy, it's up and down. You see there's a little hill here, a hollow here, and that's all over. Okay, I'm very happy with that. So what I will do is tomorrow now I will come out and I will get a very strong mix of cement, maybe 2 to 1. And I will just put a bit of painting on top of this, little bit of raised painting. It'll only be very, very minute. It won't be enough to trip, but just give the stone more character, more realistic look. I will do that because that's what flagstones are like. They would be cemented in. So as I say, this is something you could do. I think it looks quite good. Yeah. this is something you could do if you were doing a little bit of a patio area, even somewhere for your bins, even somewhere to put your bins. But here I'm doing it at the front of the cottage, or the back door of the cottage, or the side door of the cottage. It will get plenty of footfall, and I'm happy with that. So if you like what I do, if you want to follow and get more tips of me, see all my stuff, you can please press subscribe. You'd make my day. It'd make me very happy if you subscribed and just follow what I do. I don't just do this, I do a lot of different things. Bye bye.